This is not what Infinity War did to me. We did good, Infinity War. We did good. Anyway, let's review Infinity War. So, sorry about that. Had sex with Avengers Infinity War. It was quite the ride. So, let's start over.
Hello, YouTube fans. This is TheSkullKlown.
Fans, this is TheSkullKlown here to review the Avengers Infinity War Part 1. I don't know if Infinity War Part 2 would be called that. I was looking at articles and all that. Supposedly, it might be called the Endgame, or it might be called Infinity Gauntlet. I like Infinity Gauntlet better, but Endgame makes more sense since it was referenced in the movie. But overall, that's the only spoiler you're gonna get. Let's review this movie. This movie is fucking amazing. People didn't like the ending. I'm going to say that right now. Before I even watched the movie, everyone told me they didn't like the ending. How do I feel about the ending? I love it. I love the fucking ending to this movie. Why? You're supposed to have an ending like this. You're supposed to. And I always felt that every Marvel movie that came out, their villains were terrible, or at least passable, or you know? Except for, Black Panther, which I haven't watched yet. That's in my list to watch eventually, yes. It's disappointing that I didn't review that movie yet, but I will. It's just I was so hyped to see the Avengers Infinity War. This movie is terrific. I'm not going to spoil a lot. I'm not really going to spoil it at all. But I'm going to talk about the story. Thanos comes, obviously. You know that from the trailer. Thanos comes, and you see Incredible Hulk going, Thanos is coming. Thanos is coming. And I'm not going to say how Hulk went back to Earth. You just need to watch that. I'm drooling. I'm drooling all over the place because this movie salivates me. It does. It makes me... I'm like that phone guy for The Last Airbender. Literally. I'm literally foaming at the mouth of this movie because it's so good. It is so good. And the Spidey suit, the Iron Man Spidey suit, yes! Yes! I don't know what you guys think about that, but I love the suit in action. Always want to see the suit in live action. Yes, we've seen it in comic books. We've seen it in TV shows, cartoon TV shows, obviously. But we never seen it in the big screen. I always want to see the Iron Man Spidey suit in the big screen, and we finally saw it. When the fucking, well, most people will be like, oh, that's a spoiler. It really is if you know the suit. When his fucking arms come out, like the fucking not tentacles, but like the fucking hands of the freaking spider come out of his back. I'm like, yes, they did it. Yes, yes, yes. And obviously they're going to do it because it's the Iron Spider suit. Of course they're going to do that. If they didn't, idiots, dumbasses. How can you not do it? Great opportunity. You didn't take it, but they did. Thanos in this movie, best villain ever. The movie starts out chaos. If you've seen Thor Ragnarok and all of a sudden the shit comes, you know what's going to happen once you watch this movie. And I don't have to spoil it, because if you watch Thor Ragnarok and you saw how that ended, you know how the beginning of this movie might be. And when you watched it, and by the way, yes, you need to watch all the Avengers movies. Now, I'm missing like about 5 or a handful of the Avengers movies, but to be honest, I've watched all of them. And I'm just missing a few. That's really it, just a few, and I'm done, really. But yeah, compared to what, how many, 18 to a handful of ones I haven't watched? Oh, I'll pass out like it was nothing. But this movie is a must-watch. You need to watch this movie. You do. If you don't, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Yeah, if you don't watch the movie, that's what's going to happen to you. And most people that watch the movie are going to look at this and be like, oh my god, you just said that, didn't you? Yes, I did. If you watch the movie, you know what I'm talking about. And it's like, oh my god. Alright, I'll say this. The characters that I suspected to die or be defeated, I didn't get that at all. Was I disappointed and pissed? No! I was in shock. I was like, oh my god. You did this. Oh my god. Like, my theater couldn't even, not a pin drop while that was happening. While the Avengers were like dropping like flies, which most people are like, that's a spoiler how that is. If I spoil, we should suspect that some Marvel characters should die. You know? That's just me. That is just me. But if you really think about it, well, alright. Once I go like this again, that means you guys can rehear what I have to say. So for right now, close your ears. Right now, when I smack my fingers, when I smack it again, open up. So right now, close them. I'm going to wait, obviously. Alright, Loki is the only one that kind of died. Just saying. Everyone else kind of... Alright, back on into non-spoiler territory, so there you go, guys. I love doing those smack of the fingers, just in case. That's the only person I was just like, huh, that's the person that really, but again, I don't want to spoil it just for the people that, you know, didn't see it. But the cast, again, great. I love every character that bumps heads with other characters. I fucking love that. I love that. The best thing about comedy is trying to make sure that one is trying to upstage the other, like Tom and Jerry. I love that shit. I always love it. Either if it's with talking, fist fighting, or just smacking each other in the face like fucking, you know, not Beavis and Butthead. I don't know why I thought of Beavis and Butthead, but I was thinking of the Three Stooges. Why I thought of Beavis and Butthead for some reason. They don't smack each other aside the head. Well, except for Butthead smacking Beavis. Shut up, butthole. But this, oh god. There was some moments in the movie that I was just like, that's bad acting. I'm sorry, that was bad acting. Who I need to fault for that is the guy from Game of Thrones. I forgot his name, but he was in he was also in Elf, obviously in that movie Elf when Will Ferrell was trying to when the guy was trying to say, call me an elf one more time, he's like, elf. That guy. So I forgot his name. Great actor, great actor. But in this movie, I thought he was bland and boring. They made him tall and everything, this big hype person, which is great. But the way he delivered his lines, it was like, I did not want to be here in this movie. They just dragged me out of fucking Game of Thrones set and just put me in this. I don't want to be in this Avengers movie. I don't want to be in this Marvel movie. I'm sorry, guys. I don't. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just that it's not my cup of tea. That's what I got off from him. But hey, I could be gone. Maybe it was his direction. Maybe it was like, here, be bland and boring. It's possible. It is possible. And the people that I did thought was, and the people that I thought was not going to die, that opposite happened. And the people that I thought that were going to die, that didn't happen either. I'm all like, oh, okay, what the hell just happened? But this movie is amazing. The hypeness of everything, and I think they kind of mispronounced nowhere because when they showed it, they put K-N-O-W, which is nowhere instead of N-O-where, nowhere. So I don't know if someone was laughing about that right next to me, be like, ha, nowhere, they misspelled it. In a way, I'm kind of like looking at it too. I'm like, do they mean nowhere or do they mean nowhere? You know, I'm still trying to figure that out. Do they mean nowhere or do they mean nowhere? So if you guys watch that movie, you kind of be in the comment section saying, yeah, what do they fucking mean about that? Maybe you know, if you know, comment down below, tell me, but don't be a bitch about it. No, seriously, don't be a jerk about it. Just be nice about it. And the fight scenes in this movie, I fucking love the fight scenes in this movie. Especially a Thanos fight. Oh my god, I was like a little kid in my seat again. Like watching, because I've seen the Avengers fighting Thanos before as a kid. And when I was a little bit younger, them showing it on TV and the Avengers fighting Thanos. I loved that. And I think they might recreate that in the second movie. I don't know if they will, but if they do, I'm gonna love it, and that's the thing I would love to see on the big screen. But if it doesn't happen, that's fine. But that was awesome. Thanos is a bad ass. Thanos is the biggest, awesomest. He is the best villain ever, in my opinion. They hyped him up so much. I even told myself, if this villain sucks, fuck you for hyping it up and then sinking it low. No. You did a great job hyping this guy up. Once he was on screen, I was like, oh, hope he's not bland and boring. Once he started talking, I was like, every time he talks, you just can't help but listen. You want to listen to him. You want to. Why? Because you don't know if he's going to say some good information. I'm dead serious. You know, it's not like the Joker when it's just like, oh, forget you, I'm not going to listen to you. And then Joker was like, you should learn something, you know, listen to me, you might learn something. But with Thanos, it's like, no, I am going to listen to you. Because, yeah, I will learn something. I might turn my back and use it against you, but at the same time, I'm going to listen to you. And that's kind of the weaknest of Thanos also, in my opinion. But his ego is also a weakness, too. But Thanos, they made him so relatable in this movie. People were like, no, he's a dick. Yeah, he is. But they made him so relatable. In my opinion, I wish Thanos destroyed the whole world. I felt for this character so fucking much. And yes, he's a villain. Yes, he's a jackass. Yes, he's a dick. And he's a monster. But I sympathize with him. And I want him to succeed. I want a villain to succeed. And it happened in this movie. And I was like, how many movies, especially horror movies, have we gotten that? Not a lot. Some, but at the end of the day, not a lot. Because at the end of the day, people want a happy ending. Which I do too. Who doesn't want a happy ending? It's beautiful. It makes you cry. It brings those memories and it will last forever. But with this, oh my god. If this was real life, no one will want to remember this. But since it's just for fun, movies and everything like that, people will remember it forever. And yes, at the end of the credits, there is something, and I won't spoil it. All I have to say is, fuck you, movie, for doing that. Fuck you for doing that. You took two of my favorite characters, and you did that to them. Why? Why would you do that to them? And I'm not going to say who it is. Just watch the movie, and you'll be like, wow, TheSkullKlown, you're great. Oh my god, what did he do? My movie theater, at the end of the cuts, everyone was just like, really? No! Even I was like, of course you! Why? Oh, God. But if you watch the movie, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't stood at the end of the credits and you left, go back and watch the movie. I'm dead serious. Go back and watch the movie again. Even though you might hate the ending, go back and watch at the end of the credits. It's well worth the price of admission, in my opinion. I love this movie. I can't wait to get the DVD so I can spoiler the fuck out of it. Because I don't want to do that here. That's just for you guys, obviously, and for anyone that wants to watch my videos. And if you all new and you like this video, you might like my other videos. Comment, rate, and subscribe. And what do you guys think about this movie? I'm dead serious. What do you think about this movie? I had so much fun with it. And the best thing about this villain is that everything that he does, he thinks is right. And that is the best part about a villain. When everyone knows he's doing something bad, but to him it's like, no. Yeah, I might be doing something bad, but I'm doing it because I want to, and I can. And because you don't know what's going on with me. And it's like, oh, I love it. I love it. I fucking love it. The comedy stuff, most people might be like, it's hit or miss. I like it. It made me laugh. I started dying my ass off. But most people might not like the laughing scenes. There was some giggles that was just like, really, guys? Really? I mean, the people right beside me, they were laughing. But there were some parts I was like, that's kind of corny. I like corny, but corny that it's just like... Maybe they liked it, but the people right next to me. But when I saw that, I was like... But anyways, I love this movie. Highly recommend it. What should I give it? Yeah, I'll go and give this movie an amazing rating. You do need to watch the other Avengers movies before this. I guarantee you that. Because if you don't, you're going to hate this movie. Yeah, you are. You're going to hate this movie and you're going to be like, nothing makes sense. Why the fuck this and that wasn't hype? Why these characters wasn't hype? Why the fuck this was hype and nothing else? Because they did it in other movies. That's what something that Marvel did, which is thinkable, but DC tried to cram in one and it failed. So there you go. This is TheSkullKlown signing off. Tell me what you guys think about the Avengers Infinity War. And what do you think of the sequel title of the Avengers Infinity War Part 2? Comment down below of what do you think the title should be. And I still think the title should be called Infinity Gauntlet. That sounds better. But I think they will go into the Avengers Endgame, which it might grow on me. Kind of like, you know, the poster for Michael Myers, The Mask. It might grow on me. But anyways, see you guys later. And don't forget to subscribe.
Signing off. Have a nice day.